This is the BBC World Service with someone we'd like you to meet.
Hello, my name's Richard Rollison. Well, the Honourable Richard Rollison, actually, but I think most people would know me better as the Toff.
We present The Toff and the Runaway Bride, a radio serial in 6 parts, dramatised by Roy Lomax, based on the novel by John Creasy. Starring Terence Alexander as the Toff, with Robert Dorning as Jolly. Part 1, Honeymoon for One.
There now. What do you think of it?
Oh, Barbara, it's a dream. You look wonderful.
Well, I feel absolutely marvellous.
The happiest day of your life.
Yes. Well, the first of many.
Oh, if only your dear mother had been alive. Oh, she would have been proud of you.
Yes, I've been thinking of her so much. Oh, but she couldn't have done more for me than you, really.
I'll answer it.
Thanks.
Hello? Well, yes, she is here, but I'm afraid it isn't very convenient. Oh, I see.
Who is it?
Who is that, please? Oh. She won't say. She insists on speaking to you.
Oh, all right. Hello? Yes, I'm Barbara Lawn. That's right, I'm marrying Guy Lessing today. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Of course I know him well. Look, I've a lot to do. I'm very busy. Did I know what? That's ridiculous. What a despicable thing to say. How dare you? No, I won't listen to another word.
What is it?
Oh, Janet.
What's wrong?
I can't tell you.
I don't know what's upsetting you, but you're going to forget it. Oh, yes, you are. Now, come on, Barbara, dry your eyes. I'll make you a cup of tea and then we'll finish getting you ready.
Jolly? I say, Jolly.
Good day to you, Lady Gloria.
I thought I recognized the car. Oh, and you, of course. Good parking spot you found.
The luck of the draw, my lady.
Luck of the devil. Is my nephew with you?
No. Mr. Rollison decided to walk to the church. I'm waiting here to take him on to the wedding reception.
It's a beautiful morning. Walk will do him good.
Mr. Rollison's own sentiments.
Wouldn't do you any harm, either. Need to watch the waistline, you know, Jolly.
Yes, my lady.
And what is my favourite nephew up to nowadays?
Lady?
What's he doing with himself? Still playing detective?
Not today.
It's time he put a stop to it. When I think of all the risks he's taken over the last few years, why does he do it?
Presumably it has become his custom, my lady, and he has acquired a certain reputation.
I'm tired of telling him, but he takes no notice. I wonder, Jolly, have you ever suggested, you know...
my lady, Mr. Rollison is my employer. It would be most improper of me.
Jolly, how long have you been with my nephew?
I have been in service with Mr. Rollison now for 20 years this year.
Exactly, that's what I mean. He listens to you, Jolly. I know he does.
Certainly, Mr. Rollison is pleased to take my advice in matters of domestic concern, household accounts, and...
Jolly, you are infuriating.
My lady?
Oh, it doesn't matter. But I wish he'd settle down. I don't suppose you'd tell me if there was any sign or hint of him getting married.
I am not aware of any particular romantic attachment at the moment.
No, I should have known better than to ask. You know, just what my nephew has done to deserve such loyalty, I really do not know. He's a lucky man. Goodness me, look at the time. I must get on. I don't want to be late for Barbara's big day.
Indeed not, my lady.
Goodbye, Jolly.
Good day. I trust that you will enjoy the ceremony and the reception.
Now, come on, ladies. We'll have to stand back.
Oh.
Sorry, we must keep a clear path for the guests.
We want to see the bride.
Yes, it looks like a big wedding.
Oh, it is. Still, when you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Oh, hark at him.
Anybody important?
Usual society do. Look, you go over by the steps. You'll get a good view from there.
Oh, thanks. Come on.
Oh, no, Janie, not next to that old tramp. I don't like the look of him. He's filthy.
What? Oh, it's him again. Come on, Joe. Don't hang about here.
I carry the message.
Yes, I know.
And I've a right to stand where I please.
I know you do, but not here. That's it. Move on.
Oh, why should I carry the message?
Okay, ladies, you're all right now.
Thanks.
You'll be all right here.
Oh, look at him.
Where?
The tall man, see, crossing the road.
Oh, yes. I could fancy him.
Oh, all right, isn't he?
Smashing looking.
Yes. Here, Sergeant, is he the bridegroom?
Not him.
Morning, Sergeant.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Keeping well?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, good morning, ladies.
Oh, good morning. You know him then, do you?
Most of us coppers in the West End know the Toff.
Who?
The Honourable Richard Rollison. That's his real name, but everybody calls him the Toff.
Yes, it suits him. He looks so tough.
Wasn't it nice of him to say good morning? He didn't have to speak to us, did he?
Are you for the bride or the groom, sir?
I'm a friend of them both, actually.
Oh, would you please sit to the left?
Certainly.
Richard.
Oh, hello, Aunt Gloria.
I'll sit with you, Richard.
Yes, of course, of course.
How are you? I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been doing with yourself?
Oh, this and that, you know.
Which tells me very little.
There's nothing to tell.
You're as bad as Johnny. Do you two have some pact of secrecy or something?
Really, Aunt Gloria?
Well, it seems so to me. I didn't get anything out of him, either.
I should think not.
Richard, you ought to be married. A man of your position should have a wife and family.
Yes, Aunt Gloria, I must give it some serious thought.
Well, you've been saying that for years. You're not getting any younger, you know.
True, very true.
So why don't you find a nice young woman?
Hello, you dear, dear people.
Oh, Maggie, how nice to see you.
And you darling man, can you squeeze up a little?
I expect so.
Oh, Gloria, I am quite exhausted.
Well, you must expect that when you help arrange a wedding.
Oh, but I'm enjoying it. I think I make quite a good mother figure. Don't you, Richard?
No, certainly.
A young mother figure, of course.
Of course, Maggie. Young, but mature.
Yes, I like that, Richard. Young but mature.
Well, let's hope it all goes off smoothly.
Oh, I'm sure it will, Gloria.
And they both live happily ever after.
I wish I could be as certain about that.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, dear, the age difference. Guy's nearly old enough to be her father.
It doesn't worry Barbara.
No, but it's still...
Have a hymn book, ladies.
You don't think they're a good match?
I didn't say that, but, you know, she's such a lively young thing, and he's so, well, very much the guards officer, and, you know, rather stiff. Yes, Richard?
You praise my soul, the King of Heaven.
Yes.
The first hymn, number 365 in your hymn book.
I don't understand.
Richard has gone deaf, like he does when I tell him he should get married. But of course he should. You should, you know, Richard. It's a marvellous thing.
So I've heard.
Well, look at me. After poor Freddie died, I went into an instant decline.
Then you should marry again, dear.
Is that a proposal, darling?
No.
You're wasting your time, Maggie.
But what a pity. We'd make a splendid married couple.
Maggie,
Yes?
you are without doubt an old fraud.
Oh, not old, darling. Remember?
A young but mature fraud.
And you, Richard, darling.
You too. Here comes the bride. I hope they come out of church soon. I've got my shopping to do.
Oh, we've got a minute or two yet.
Any time now. The photographer's getting ready for it. What'd I tell you?
We'll just see them out and then we can get on with the shopping.
All right.
I mean, we've waited so long.
Yes.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, doesn't she look lovely?
Yes. A bit pale, though.
Do you think so?
Oh, well, it's natural, isn't it?
Yes. He's a bit old for her.
Good looking, though. They make a lovely couple.
And the little page boy.
Oh.
Listen to me, ye sinners.
Who's that?
Oh, my God.
Listen to me, I say.
Where is that old tramp?
If any present no good reason why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony, let him speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace.
Here, Sergeant, get rid of
He
him.
can't say things like
Yeah,
that.
that's enough of that, Joe.
Repent or reap the due deserts. Ye sinners, I say, repent.
Shut up and
sinners.
clear off.
That's it. You tell him.
Oh, look at the bride. She's going to faint.
Oh, no. She's all right, I think.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Excuse me, ladies. Thank you.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Poor girl. It's dreadful.
Excuse me, thanks. Sergeant, what's going on?
Oh, nothing serious, Mr. Rollison. Just Holy Joe making a nuisance of himself. He's not quite right upstairs.
Oh, does he always carry on like that?
No, he usually preaches love thy neighbour sort of thing.
Well, it would seem that some things upset him today.
Seems so. But he's fairly harmless, Mr. Rollison. Anyway, I got rid of him now.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Well, if you'll excuse me, sir, I'd better get back to the church.
Oh, certainly, Sergeant, and thank you.
Good.
Richard? What on earth was all that about, Richard?
Oh, nothing to worry about, Maggie.
Rather unfortunate, though, don't
Oh,
you
it's
think?
just one of those things, I'm afraid.
Did you see Barbara? She looked simply awful when that chap shouted at her.
Oh, she shouldn't worry about it. You get these cranks. Poor chap probably didn't even know what he was saying. I'll have a word with her at the reception.
Oh, yes, we ought to be making our way there. You will come with me, darling, of course.
Oh, thank you, Maggie, but Jolly's picking me up.
Oh, send him home. Give him the day off.
It was just what I suggested to him, but he insisted on coming, and you know Jolly. He always makes sure he's there when I most need him.
I trust the ceremony went well, sir.
Oh, yes, quite well, Johnny. Barbara was nothing less than the perfect bride.
Then we must hope that she and Major Lessing will make a good match, sir.
Oh, let's hope so, Jolly. After all, I have a personal interest in this particular marriage.
You were responsible for the meeting, were you not, sir?
Oh, yes, at Ascot last year. Now, who would have known then what that meeting was going to lead to? You never can tell, Jolly.
Indeed not, sir.
Which reminds me, drive around the park. There's a good chap.
But the reception, sir?
Oh, they won't run short of champagne. You see, Jolly, I suspect an old chum is waiting to pounce on me.
I understand, sir. The late arrival procedure.
Yes, with any luck she will have attached herself to some other poor devil before I arrive.
I take it you do not wish to encourage the lady?
Oh, certainly not. I may be somewhat bored at the moment, but oh no, no, not that.
I was wondering, sir, is there prospect of any new case? Some new inquiry?
Well, there are always cases, Johnny, but no, nothing that really interests me.
Oh.
Now, why do you ask?
The household duties keep me sufficiently occupied, of course, sir, but...
You're bored as well, that's it, isn't it? You're missing that touch of excitement.
Not exactly, sir.
I believe you are, now be honest.
Well, sir, a criminal investigation does add a little spice to life.
That household chores do not, eh?
Please don't misunderstand me.
Oh, I don't, Johnny, I don't, but be patient, something will turn up, you can be sure of it. And who knows where?
Indeed, sir. There are many crimes concealed in quite innocent activities.
Such as a wedding reception?
It is possible, sir. It is always possible.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the reply to the toasts from the bridegroom, Major Guy Lessing.
Come on, Guy, on your feet.
Let's hear your last words.
Thank you. Well, that is my wife, Barbara, and I. Well, we thank you all for your best wishes and for your generous and wonderful wedding gifts. And for being with us here today. And for your best wishes. Well, thank you again.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is also my privilege to offer my best wishes to Major and Mrs. Lessing.
Yeah.
And now, if you will please assemble in the ballroom, there is music and entertainment for your pleasure.
Lovely reception, Barbara.
Congratulations, Roy.
Thank you.
Are you feeling all right, Guy?
Yes, of course. Why do you ask?
I've never known you lost for words.
Oh, the speech. Oh, I couldn't think of a word to say. Not a thing.
You should have prepared something.
No point. Nerves, Barbara, that's what it was.
If you're sure
Look,
you're...
darling, some things take a bit of getting used to. Being a bridegroom, for instance. I'll get it right next time, eh?
You'd better not.
Oh, come on, darling.
Well, I'll have to change soon. But first I want you to dance with me.
It's still the best way of getting to know somebody.
Yes, it is.
Took you a long time to get here, Richard?
Yes, Aunt Gloria.
You missed the speeches.
No, I heard Guy. Still, better late than never. Where's Barbara's father?
I don't know. Drowning his sorrows, I should think.
Oh, he'll soon get used to the idea.
Maybe. And, aren't you going to ask me for a dance?
Yes, but later. I want to see Barbara and Guy. Oh, hello there, you two.
Hello, Richard.
Richard. Lady Gloria.
I've been waiting all morning to kiss the bride. Excuse me, Guy.
Hey, don't overdo it.
You're making him jealous.
There, with my very best wishes, Barbara.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Guy.
Thanks.
Are you feeling better, Barbara?
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, I thought you looked a little strained in church.
I should think so, with that stupid lout shouting his head off.
No, before that. In church.
Dear Aunt Gloria, I think Barbara stood up to the ceremony like an old trooper.
She was marvellous.
Now, if I'd been up there, I'd have been paralysed with fear.
If you had been up there getting married, it would have been a miracle.
You are determined to marry me off, aren't you?
Oh, it's going to happen one day, Richard.
Barbara's right, you know.
Was there no escape, Guy?
That tramp fellow, Richard. Did the police arrest him?
No, they just sent him on his way.
Did you get a good look at him?
I suppose so.
What do you make of him?
Nothing much.
A crank, if you ask me.
It's strange.
Is he worrying you?
No, it's just something about him. No, it's nothing.
Well, I can find out about him if you like. You make a few inquiries.
No, don't go to any bother.
Well, it's no bother, Barbara, really, if it would make Guy any happier.
It's over and done with. I don't want to hear any more about him.
Of course you don't, my dear. What are you two men thinking of on her wedding day?
Yes, forget it, Richard. It's not important.
Well, as you wish. Well, now for the honeymoon, eh?
Oh, good heavens. Look at the time, Barbara.
Oh, yes, I'd better get changed. Will you excuse me?
Of course,
yes, of course, my dear.
I'll be as quick as I can, Guy.
Right.
Do you have a plane to catch?
No, we're travelling by car.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, Richard, what a question.
I'm sorry, but I'm not telling anyone.
Very wise.
Even Barbara doesn't know.
Oh, that's unusual, Guy.
I suppose so, but I wanted to be a surprise.
Richard, my dear man, where have you been hiding?
I haven't, at least, not successfully.
Oh, Guy, this waiter's looking for Barbara.
Yes, what is it?
It's a letter for Mrs. Lessing. It was delivered by hand.
Well, you can give it to me. I'm her husband. I'll see she gets it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Marked personal.
Ah, a secret lover, and so soon.
Don't be so silly.
Oh, darling, I'm only teasing.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll take this up to Barbara.
That's good.
We'll see you before you go.
Yes, I expect so.
Nice man.
Yes, but I still think he's too old for Barbara. Too stiff, you know.
Well, it's not your problem, Maggie.
I think I know what Maggie means. He's just not a very relaxed person.
That's it, Gloria.
How long have you known him, Richard?
Guy? Oh, 3, 4 years. I met him just before the accident.
First I've heard of this. What accident?
An ammunition truck went up. Guy was injured trying to save the driver. He was lucky to get away with a fractured skull.
Lucky?
The driver was killed.
Oh, that's terrible. I didn't know.
Oh, it's a long time ago. Water under the bridge.
I'm sorry for Guy, but I'm still not sure about him and Barbara.
Whatever we think, Maggie, it's up to them now. I tell you what, now let's dance.
I thought you'd never ask.
Excuse me, Maggie, but I think
Forgive me, Aunt Gloria. Completely forgotten. Maggie, I promise you the very next dance.
I think we managed that very well. Oh, I'd love to see their faces when they discover we've slipped away. Hey, darling?
Yes.
What is it? You've hardly spoken a word since we left. You're all right.
Yes, Guy.
Well, do you think we ought to have stayed at the reception?
No, you wanted to leave early.
Well, I thought we both liked the idea. It's that letter, isn't it? I wish you'd tell me.
It's nothing, really.
But it upset you. Can't you tell me anything?
I said it's not important. Please, Guy.
Oh, very well.
Anyway, what are you up to now?
Me? I'm not up to anything.
Where are you taking me?
Uxbridge. But we won't be stopping there. Just change cars at a garage.
Oh, what's wrong with this car?
Nothing, but our friends have seen it. All part of my plans for a secret honeymoon.
When we've changed cars, where are we going?
Oh, that's a surprise, Barbara.
I'm not sure I can take any more surprises today.
Oh, you wait.
Please, Guy. Please tell me where we're going.
Be patient. Here's where we change cars. You hang on here. I won't be a minute.
Oh, it's you, Major Lessing.
Hello, Fred.
I didn't see you drive up. The car's all ready for you. I'll put it round the side.
Good. Petrol?
Yeah, you got a full tank. How'd the wedding go?
Fine.
No hitches?
All went very smoothly.
That makes a change. When I got hitched, I knelt on the wife's veil and tore it. She's never let me forget it since.
Well, I ought to be pushing on, Fred.
Oh, of course you must, Major. I'll come and give you a hand with the luggage.
Oh, thanks.
I'll just say good luck to the bride, if you don't mind.
Yes, do that, and I'll get the luggage out of the boot.
Major Lessing?
Yeah?
She's not here.
Don't be silly. She must be.
Well, no sign of her, Major.
Oh, she wouldn't leave all the luggage.
Oh, I can't see her anywhere around.
Well, she must be here somewhere. She must. Barbara! Barbara! Barbara!
Well, Richard, my pet, I think it was mean of them, going like that. And they didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, Maggie.
It's part of the fun, seeing them off.
Yeah, that's probably why they went early.
Must be miles away by now.
Yes, I hope so.
And the party's breaking up. Richard, let's go out on the town.
I think you ought to go home, Maggie.
Will you take me home, Richard? Please.
Well, normally I'd love to, but there are one or two things I must attend to at home.
Beastly man.
Aunt Gloria.
Yes, Richard?
Would you mind,
Poor deserted little me.
Come on, Maggie. I'll look after you.
Thanks, Aunt Gloria.
The things I do for you.
I know, and I shall never be able to repay you.
Oh, yes, you will. One day. I'll think of something. Now, come on, Maggie. Time to go.
Oh, it's you, sir.
Sorry, Jolly, I couldn't find my key.
Just one moment, sir.
What's the mystery?
Richard, is that you?
No, it can't be.
I'm afraid it is, sir.
God heavens. And Major Lessing?
No, sir.
Oh, thank God it's you, Richard.
Oh, surely I didn't forget.
What?
To kiss the bride. Oh, no, I couldn't have.
I've come to you for help.
Has Guy deserted you already?
Please, Richard. I've left him. The marriage. It's finished.
I see. Barbara, let's go and sit down, shall we?
It was the only thing I could do. You must believe that.
If you say so.
I do.
Yes, well, look, please sit down, Barbara. Now, does Guy know where you are?
No.
Your father?
Oh, heavens, no. Anyway, he'd just say, I told you so. He's never liked Guy. He's always been against the wedding.
I know, but he seemed all right today.
Oh, he knew it was too late to do anything.
Yes. Well, will you excuse me for a moment, Barbara? It was like some tea.
Yes, please.
Jolly, how long has Mrs. Lessing been here?
About 5 minutes, sir.
Well, if anyone rings up, Major Lessing, anyone, I'm out. And you know nothing about this, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and tea would be very popular.
The kettle is almost to the boil, sir.
Good man.
I'm sorry about all this, Richard.
Well, you're the last person I expected to see again today. I mean,
Richard.
You and Guy ought to be miles away by now. Which reminds me, that was a very crafty getaway from the reception. You gave everyone the slip.
Oh, that was Guy, I'm afraid.
It doesn't surprise me.
He had this idea that some of his friends would try to find out where we were going for the honeymoon, and he wanted to keep it a secret.
Well, it's natural enough, I suppose.
We were making for Uxbridge to change cars at a garage he knew and go on from there.
Oh, very top secret.
I thought he was rather overdoing it. Anyway, when we got to the garage, Guy went in to see about the other car, and that's when I ran away.
Did Guy see you?
No, I made sure of that.
Then what?
There was an underground station down the road. I caught a train and came here.
As I see. But why, Barbara?
I thought you would help me. You're the only person I know who could help and be reasonable.
I'll try. But now, why have you left him?
Tea, sir.
Oh, thank you, Jolly. Just put it on the table, will you? I'll see to it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and don't come in unless I call.
Very good, sir.
Milk and sugar?
Please. Richard. He's married.
What?
Guy's married.
Yes, to you.
No. He already has a wife.
I don't believe it.
It's true. Oh, I didn't believe it at first, but... Oh, I'm sorry, Richard.
Here, I'll use my handkerchief.
Thanks.
Now, tell me all about it. Take your time.
Well, This morning, while I was getting dressed, I had a telephone call. They said Guy was married. And if I went on with it, they'd come to the church and stop my wedding.
The caller, who was it?
A woman. She didn't give her name.
Oh, go on.
I was so upset. And then that man shouted outside the church. I think I would have fainted but for Guy. It was awful.
Barbara, that chap outside the church was a crank, known to the police. And the telephone call, well, there are some people who get a kick out of that sort of thing. It's a terrible experience for you, I know, but I wondered, do you think you're making too much of it?
No. Not after this.
Oh, what is it?
Go ahead, read it.
Good heavens.
Yes. A marriage certificate with Guy's name on it.
Yes, North Hampstead Registry Office. Guy Lessing, etc., etc. And Helen Goodman, Rufus Cottage, village of Bain, Hampshire.
They've been married for, what, 3 years?
Oh, yes, according to this. When did you get it?
Today, during the reception. In an envelope marked personal.
Oh, I remember it.
Richard, is that certificate genuine?
It seems to be, at first sight.
Now do you understand why I've left Guy?
Look, have you thought about it? I mean, this Helen Goodman, she could be dead, or they could be divorced.
But why wouldn't Guy tell me himself before the wedding? He couldn't forget a thing like that, surely.
Forget? How do you mean?
Well, he does forget things sometimes when he gets these headaches. It's a result of the accident, I suppose.
Oh, nothing serious?
Oh, no. Oh, Richard, I'm so afraid.
Oh, don't be.
I'm so confused. You know, I even wondered if Guy was taking me to that Rufus Cottage for the honeymoon.
Oh, come on now, Barbara.
You will help me, won't you?
Of course.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'm not expecting anyone. Jolly. Jolly, don't answer the door for a moment.
Very good, sir.
It's Guy. I know it.
Well, whoever it is, they mustn't find you here.
The guest room, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Now, come on, Barbara. Jolly, the tea tray.
Yes, sir.
What if it is Guy?
I'll get rid of him as soon as I can. You just sit tight and keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, thanks, Richard.
OK, Jolly, let's see who it is.
Good.
Is Mr. Rollison at home, Jolly?
Major Lessing, sir.
Guy, what the devil's the matter?
Right, Richard, where is she?
I'm sorry, Guy, I don't understand.
Come on, man, where is she?
But you're on honeymoon.
This is where Barbara would come if she was in trouble.
Please, Guy, would you mind telling me what all this is about? Guy! That's the kitchen.
She's here somewhere, I know it.
Look, will you please stop this?
Good afternoon,
Oh,
sir.
Jolly.
If you want to search Jolly's room, I think you should ask permission.
She's not in here.
Do you intend to make a room-to-room search of my flat?
I do, Richard. Now, excuse me. I want to look in the guest room.
I really must object.
Richard, get out of my way.
No, I'm sorry.
Richard, I'm warning you.
No, Guy, won't
Get out of my way, damn you!
Don't!
That was part one of The Toff and the Runaway Bride, a serial for radio dramatised by Roy Lomax, based on the novel by John Creasy. Starring Terence Alexander as the Toff, with Robert Dorning as Jolly. Barbara Lessing was played by Rosalind Shanks, Aunt Gloria by Peggy Ann Wood, Holy Joe by David Graham, Maggie by Frances Jeter, and Major Guy Lessing by Alan Cuthbertson. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The producer was John Fawcett Wilson.